good Wednesday afternoon. Look at my fucking Barnet cupcakes. Yep. Oh, fuck it, who gives a shit, eh? Anyway, it's a glorious Wednesday afternoon. There's a few clouds in the sky, but it's lovely and warm. Maybe because I'm in black, but I'm here in the front garden with my man Dave from Koikarma.
Yo-ho! And we're both in black.
Get over to Dave Koikarma. Let's see if we can get Dave here up to at least 250 subscribers. Make that smile go from ear to ear for him, huh? He's always smiling, this one.
It's ear for ear now, because I'm over here with you, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, we're just having a little chinwag and a gossip, admiring the big Bambinos.
Yeah.
He's brought me over a little tub of Virkon tablets. But yeah, I definitely think these females and males are started to get ready. I mean, I checked the boys, and yes, they're producing milk.
So they both look ready, don't they?
Yep, got them in the bowl, flipped them upside down, give them a little gentle, oh, mate, straight away. But I'm not ready yet, so they will have to just continue to eat. Because, like I said, when you do something like this, you might as well say it's a full-time job, because you're looking at water changes 2-3 times a day sometimes, feeding at least 12 times a day, and brine shrimp, I've still got to make all fucking them yet. Brine shrimp hatcheries, yeah. But you then have to, once you've harvested one, you then have to refresh it, and these things bloody eat at that size. And yes, I am going to be inundated with fry, and no, I won't be keeping all of them. But we will do a day-by-day video account once the spawning happens, and you're going to get sick of me by the end of it, because I will let you go through it as I go through it. So if I come out to do something, I'll bring the camera out, I'll record it. So you better get fucking used to this fucking ugly mug, because I'm going to document every single bit, just to show people out there how time consuming and effort and money and everything, because once these start eating, and you go through a lot of food, so you also have to take that into consideration as well. So yeah, not trying to put people off, I'm just trying to open people's eyes to exactly what goes on when raising and growing fry, whether it be bulk fry at 2 to 3 weeks old unselected, or newly hatched fry. Even some of the other choices you get, which is the 6 to 8 week fry, which is what I would recommend for first timers. I would only recommend unselected fry for people that are advanced in the hobby. Put it that way, that's the politest way I can put it. And while I'm at it, I came across a very distressing video on YouTube yesterday, claiming that a certain type of pond liner should be illegal. I got one word for that: bullshit. And I say bullshit because that self-same liner I have used for the last 10 years. One in the main pond, that's been going for 8.5 years. Never had a fucking problem with it. Every person I've recommended to use one of those liners, because they have got not a lot of money in their pocket, has used one of those liners and have no problems with it whatsoever. So cupcakes, please, before you start listening to scaremongering channels, do your research first. Yeah, that's all I ask. Just do your research first. Now, I've got 3 systems here at Twisted Towers. I've got the front pond, that's got one of those liners. Cost me 15 quid. Works perfectly, not a fucking problem. Doesn't miss a beat. The main pond, That one's bigger. That one cost me 60 quid. But it's been going for 8.5 years. Not a problem. Never skipped a beat. The growing on tank. That one cost me about 15 quid as well. That one's been going for about 3 or 4 years. Never skipped a beat. So before you go jumping in after you see people scaremongering stuff that has been in the industry and proved to work for so many years now, do your research or ask someone that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about. All right, cupcakes? And we'll come back to you later on out the back. Oh, hang on a minute.
Just a little update on it. I've got one of those liners in my pond.
How long's your pond been running?
Oh, 2 years.
2 years?
Not a problem.
Not a beat.
Not a problem with it.
Now, if you actually look at that liner that gentleman had in his hands, and then you look at the type of pond, it had rocks and stuff all the way around it, probably had rocks inside of it. And you'll probably find that was the cause of the malfunction of the liner, not the liner itself.
Because the weight will pull down of the water across any sharp surface and puncture it.
No, no ifs, no buts. It's common sense. All right, mate?
One we call marble, that's definitely female.
Yeah. Well, in fact, thinking about it, cupcakes, while we're in the front garden still talking, and I think my big Karashigoi is ready for spawning because she keeps nudging the Sorogoi round, and yesterday I had the Charatsuri chasing the Shiro around, which is why I put them both in the bowl, flipped them upside down and see if they milted, and yes, they are both male, they both produce milk. So yeah, I think they're definitely ready for going for it, but I'm just not ready. But while we're on the subject, you can't get more natural, even though I built it, than this pond, because this pond runs on plant filters driven by airlifts, and yet this pond still gets a water change at least once a week. And when I've got bigger fish in here and not fry, areas like that down there gets hoovered up or netted up as soon as it gets seen, because to me that is bad bacteria just waiting to fucking happen. It ain't no biological fucking filter. It's waste product. That means it does fuck all. Get it gone out your systems, folks. Why do we have filters if we want to keep shit in it? The whole point of filters is to get shit out of it. But yeah, I really do think my Karashigoi's ready though. Oh yes. The twisted one is getting very excited now.
She's definitely getting pushed around a bit.
Yeah. She wants pushing around. In fact, I think we...
I mean, you see that in the wild with natural carp in carp fisheries.
Yeah.
They'll follow them around and they'll nudge them and they'll nudge them and they'll nudge them. And they'll force them into a weed bed or rushes.
But yeah.
That's where the magic happens.
Yep, she definitely interested. Like I say, but I want the temperatures to go up a little higher and stay consistent beforehand, because I want to give myself as much opportunity to be successful as possible. But yeah, she's definitely ready, isn't she?
I would think so. I mean, for me, that's definite spawning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pre-spawning activity.
Yeah, definitely. So come on, Dave, be honest with me. Which fish do you prefer out of the two?
I like the Surigoi. I've always said that, haven't I? I think that's a pretty fish, but they're both stunning examples.
Well, believe it or not, she came from World of Water.
Really?
Yep.
Well, it just goes to show that they do produce some quality fish over there.
They do. She's just coming into 4 years old now, and she's almost 60 centimetres, and I paid £30 for her.
And she's worth a hell of a lot more than that now.
Oh yeah, she worth her weight in gold as far as I'm concerned, because that one is one that will never get sold or moved on. Big Betty is to me like a pet, just like I'd never move on my Shiiiiit as well.
People give World of Water a bad press, but
well, put it this way, World of Water Bracknell is the only place other than Addenbyer, New Forest or Cuttlebrook, or somewhere like exclusively Koi, you know, someone reputable. They are the only place where I will buy fish from, other than like a reputable dealer or
I'd buy fish from you.
one of the. Well, I know because I
I have done.
I know, and they're doing well.
Yes, they are.
Right, so what we'll do is we'll stop here. We'll go and make cups here, and we'll pick this chat up out the back, and we'll go over a few fish in the back. I've got to bowl up the Sankey anyway. But she is gorgeous.
Oh, she is. She's a beautiful fish. She's a stunning example. How could anybody not like that?
And like I say, we've got the Shiiiiit and the Shiro in here. The Shiiiiit came from World of Water. That was one that Brad bought. When he bought it, it was the most expensive fish he'd ever bought. Cost him 240 quid.
And for those that don't know, you can tell by the body shape, can't you?
You can tell by the body shape, but you say that when you look at the Shiiiiit, it's got very female-esque body shape to it, as in the shoulders.
Yep.
Can you see what I mean?
Yeah, the width of the body.
Yeah, the body shape is.
As opposed to this little man
As
here.
you can tell instantly that the Shiiiiit is a male.
And by the pecs.
Yeah, yeah. But if
I'm saying all this, I'm only learning from the expert here.
well, I'm no expert. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm always fucking learning, because if you don't learn, you don't evolve.
That's right.
And anyone that says they know it all, well then they're full of shit. But yeah, the Shiiiiit came from World of Water.
It's not too cold, that water.
No, we'll get the gun out in a bit. But the Shiiiiit came from World of Water last year.
That's another stuff.
That was bought as a Nisai. That one, my dad bought me that one. Paid £150 for that one. Absolutely amazing fish. Now, if I can get the body shape, if I can get if I can get the fry to survive to start with, yeah, that is a major fucking achievement for me as far as I'm concerned. But if I could get the Karashigui body shape,
yep,
the Shiiiiit stroke Chagoi base coat that he's got, with that Shiro's Utsuri patterning on it. Oh, mate.
It's a stunning looking fish, that.
Which one? The Shiiiiit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the scalation is so defined.
Well,
the
day we bought it, because Dan at World of Water has always known that I love Shiiiiit. And when we went in there last year, I'd go in for some stuff for my dad, and Dan saw me come in, he's like, "You want to go out the back?" And I was like, "Why?" And he went, "You just need to go out the back." So I went straight out the back, and I came back and I stood in the doorway, and I didn't care that there was customers there. I looked across the till and I went, "You bastard!" And he went, "What?" I said, "You fucking bastard! That's awesome. How much is it going to cost me?" But yeah, he picked that one back on his Japan trip.
Yeah, because he's actually gone over there at the moment.
Yeah, he flies out today. I thought it was yesterday, but no, he flies out today.
He was telling me it's a one, no stop in between. It's going straight out there.
Yeah.
Nice bloke.
Oh mate, Dan's an awesome bloke. Once you get to know him and you become a regular, you know, he'll always look after you. He'll always sort you out. Which is why, like Adam Beyer, New Forest, Cuttlebrook, you know, I champion all three of those farms. And other than that, you know, it's Dan at World of Water. So yeah, fuck me, we've been waffling for 10 minutes now. Might pick the cups back up and go and have that brew. Well, we're out the back here whiffling and waffling about the fish. I'll get the Sankey in the bowl shortly. Dave was asking me which ones I'm getting rid of out of the main pond. So the Sakura Ogron there's going. The Deutsche Yamabuki Ogron over there, that's going. Can't really see her very well, but there's a chocolate Chagoi down there. That will be going. And there's a very high possibility that the three-step Kahaku that's gone over there in the shade, that will be being moved on as well. The Shiiiit will be going in a year or two once I've tried spawning her. But they all look happy at the moment. I'm actually gonna get the weird achiever in the bowl so we can have a proper look-see over that. And like I say, I've got to get the Sankey in the bowl to have a look-see over him. So yeah, come back to you in a memento. Just stood here gassing away. Question for you then. Which one is your favourite fish out of the pond? Taking into consideration there's 4 in the front as well. And your reasons why. Put you on the spot.
Why?
I'll put you on the spot.
I like your Soragoi.
Yep.
Yeah. That is a stunning fish. Said it before. That is the fish to die for. That
Well,
one.
Would you believe that actually started out as a Ginrin Achiever?
Really?
Yep. I was there the day Brad bought it.
Yeah.
Because he bought 2. He bought the Ginrin Soragoi and he bought Ginrin Achiever.
Yeah.
The Ginrin Soragoi that he bought as a Ginrin Soragoi turned out to be a male, which is now at Gumballs. That's the Gummy Gui keeper, my man.
Our Chris.
Our Chris. Hey up, Gummy.
Yeah, good old Chris.
As Chris said to me last night, you should have kept that Soragoi at yours for a bit. And yes, you are right, Chris. Okay, I should have kept it here. Well, you could always bring it back if you want.
In this one.
In this one,
I like that big achiever. The big Asagi.
the big Asagi, yeah.
And also the Tancho.
Right. Now I'll tell you. Right, the Tancho. Yeah, that came
I
from.
also like that.
That one. Brad bought that one and the Sankey from Bagshot Lee, which has now gone downhill. Another place I used to go to, but don't now.
But to be perfectly honest with you, there's not a fish in here that I wouldn't be proud to have in my pond. Not one of them.
Why, thank you. But one of the things that I find I really like with the fish at World of Water Bracknell is when you go up to those vats, it tells you Japanese koi, or it tell you a breeder's name.
Yeah.
If you go round and you find anything that just says high quality koi, you know it's from a UK farm.
Yeah.
But if you go on to the next vat, and he is slowly stopping to do the Israeli koi, but if he's got a vat of Israeli koi, he will actually put on the price tag, it's Israeli koi.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, some of mine I got from Marosai.
Marasai, yeah.
Marosai
Well,
from Dan.
the Asagi that everyone loves, that should have been £55 at about 20 centimetres from World of Water.
Yeah.
with Dan, and he done me a wicked deal on it. So that one come from World of Water, yeah. And then we go along, you pointed out the Tancho.
Yeah.
My dad bought that from World of Water, and that was a 3-figure fish.
Yeah. I like the body shape on it. It's
Personally, it's not my type of body shape. It's slightly stunted. I think that's because it was kept in my mum's system a bit too long than it should have done.
But its spot, even though it's not a perfect circle, it's uniform.
The spot is lovely. Adam commented on the spot.
It's uniform, isn't it?
Well, the way I look at it, it's still a kahaku. So if my shower in there turns out to be male, then I've got the kahaku, the tancho as females.
Yeah.
So I've got options in that respect. I mean, when it comes to males and the kahakus, I've got the Sankey there that I could use, which is a totally viable mix of parentage.
I mean, that Kiosuri there, that's a stunning example of
that I bought that at, I think it was about 15 centimetres from exclusively koi, and I say it's one of the best fish in the pond.
Yeah, it's a stunning example, that is. I mean, the pattern's pretty uniform on it, isn't it? You know, it's well balanced.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got the two larger patches of sumi either side of it, which balance it out.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's beautiful.
I think it's a lovely
and
thing.
I hope that I've quite possibly got a male Kitsuri in the grown on tank.
But it's like I said,
if I end up with a male from the grown on tank, hey, because those four in there are a nice fish.
It's like I said, there's not one fish in any of your ponds that I wouldn't hesitate to put in mine. And in as much as that, listen to Vince, you guys out there. He knows what he's talking about.
Sometimes. Sometimes I do.
That's exactly the same line as we got in there.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
That's what I say. And this line has been in about 8 years now.
Yeah. And sounds a pound.
Mm-hmm.
It's horses for courses. I mean, if we were all multi-millionaires, we'd all have ponds like the Whisperer.
I know.
Or bigger, perhaps.
I know. Cupcakes is a term that I use, but a phrase that I could associate with me is the only term I ever use. It doesn't have to be expensive, folks, to have, keep and grow good quality koi.
And enjoy your ponds at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's face it, at the end of the day, it's all about us enjoying our fish, us looking after our fish and making sure they have a good life, because they've got no choice. They're just bought and put in a pond.
Well,
it's up to us to make sure that they're happy and they're
like
healthy.
Andy says from Koi Pond Lifestyle, every day's a school day.
Yes, and he's absolutely right there, as I found out.
There's always the other one as well. Don't knock it till you tried it.
Yeah. And don't forget the fock.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Right.
And we're not PG.
No, we're not PG. We know we're not PG here at Twisted Towers. But yeah, right. I'm gonna put the phone down a second, get the bowl out, and have a look at this Sankey. Well,
You.
cupcakes. I did have the Sankey in the bowl, and she is looking absolutely stunning. And I say she because it ain't a boy. So, yeah, I'm happy on that, but I was hoping to have another male. Puts me in a dilemma. But, yeah, blame Dave.
For not pressing the record button.
Blame Dave, because he's a tit.
And I'm a fuck.
She sat all lovely in my hand so I could show her the sumi and the Benny and everything.
And the
She behaved absolutely fucking fantastic for the camera, and this tit didn't press record. Fuck me.
What a wally.
Fuck me
What
is
a
all I
wanker.
can say.
What a wanker.
So, right, I got to try and find this achiever now, because it's sort of like the chocolate shag. It tends to blend in.
There we go. We have got to record this time.
Right, now this one I have documented this one a couple of times on the channel. Got this sort of like, I think it was about 8 to 10 centimetres from a load of fish that I got from Adam. I hadn't picked out, and it was absolutely jet black. And I thought, wicked, I've got myself a magpie. Then it went from that to, I think it was an army greeny colour, and then from there it went a sickly yellowy orange, and then as you see now, it looks very dark achiever, but there's brown inside the inside the grey scaling, but it's also got white on it. It's got white on its pec fins,
White lips.
and it's got white lips.
And white tail.
So let's see if she'll behave, because I think it's a she. 28 centimetres, and that was about 8 to 10 centimetres about May last year. Right, you see the white on the lips? Yes. Yeah.
Lovely white lips. She's definitely got the achiever markings.
But I don't know how to class her because of the white. I know she's a Kawari mono, and that's because of the white, but what do you actually class it? Because you can't really class it, I don't think you can really class it in any one particular category other than the wide category that is Kawari mono. But you can see the white on the lip.
Yeah. It's still a lovely little fish though, isn't it?
When I first noticed it was white on it, it was when it was out in the front pond.
Yeah.
And I thought it had bashed a load of scales. And it wasn't until I got it out the water and I put it in my hand, I noticed that it was actually white, because it did have white scales going underneath the dorsal fin.
Yeah.
But they seems to have disappeared. But the white on the tail with the pec fins and the nose just haven't gone anywhere.
She's definitely got the white bands in her tail as well.
Yeah. So yeah, she should be staying here for a little while. I just want to see how she progresses. And from sort of like May, June last year to now, 20 centimetres, that's not...
She's a clean fish as well.
It's not bad going. She is
Quite a
cracking.
clean little fish.
I like the head pattern.
Yeah. It's got a really balanced on its head, isn't it? The little sort of
Achiever in Japanese translates to roughly
leaves on water.
autumn leaves on water. So that's where the the brown comes from, but on this one you've got definite patterning in the head, on the shoulders, and then it seems to like fade out towards the tail.
But it's got the silvery, grey silvery scales along its body, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got that Sorogoi baseline in there as well.
Still a lovely fish.
Oh yeah. I just like to say, because it's changed so much, I just want to watch her progress, you know?
She don't want to come out now. So I like it in here.
The rest of them just kicked up a load of shit.
At toe side, it's difficult to find out what.
Yeah, you can't sex them at that side. But yeah, we've just had what have we had in the bowl?
Haku.
The Sankey is a female. The three-step Kahaku is a female. The Showa's a female. Who else did we have in? The Kajaku was a female. And I put penny to a pound that both the Lemon Harawaki and the Kikikoru are female. I think you'll find the Sakura Ogon is female, but we'll do that next. I know that the Makashi is female. I'm not so sure about the Matsukow Baki. But it's like, I want to try that Matsuba over there. Now that one come from the Koi collection up in Coventry.
Oh right, yeah.
And I bought it as an Asagi, but the orange never come out. So I think I'll try him next. I want to try this Ishiki Matsuba. But yeah, playing hunt the male at the moment. It might turn out that I only have 2 males in my pond. And if that is the case, fucking get in. And that's not because I want big, beautiful fish. Oh, of course I want beautiful fucking fish. I wouldn't be in the hobby if I didn't want beautiful fish. But what I mean is, I can pick and choose who I want to spawn. And I'm damn sure the Tancho is a female. We haven't had the Tancho in the bowl. I've got to check her out anyway. But yeah, at present, we've only got 2 males.
Yes.
And we've got some gorgeous looking females. They've stirred up a load of shit. Well, I don't usually make a plea to my fucking subscribers, but if there's anyone out there that does scuba diving or something like that, and has got the equipment to scuba dive into my pond, even though it's only about 4.5 foot deep, to put an earring on there for me, because I would go in there myself, but it would fuck me over good and proper with my arthritis. You know, we can always come to some kind of arrangement, but yeah. And the reason I need the air on the bottom drain is purely to eliminate a few of the dead spots that are in there because of the shape that I intend to change at some point in the future. Well, Cupcake's still struggling to find any other males. We've done a few more. Just had a notification and just watched a really disturbing video. My heart goes out to Danny's Koi channel, brother. I am so fucking gutted for you. But chin up, Cupcake, onwards and upwards. Here if you need us, just holler. You know that, brother. But moving on, this came from Adam Bayer Koi Farm as a Tosai Matsukow Baki that came from an Achiba spawning. I absolutely love it. I will try and find a picture of it when we first got it. It was about 10 centimetres. Yeah, let's have a look at what size she is now. Come on, try to speak. 36. No, clean as a whistle. No, female. Dave, you almost went the fuck on then. Jesus Christ, you dude. Another female. Deutsche Chiba. This is the one that Adam and Amanda picked out for me specially last year. But yeah, female.
Beautiful clean fish though.
Oh mate, that is exactly how I like my Deutsch fish. If you look carefully, you've just got scales underneath the zipper,
Yeah.
and then you've got that skin break, tail, but everything about it is clean. So everything other than the dorsal is like a leather cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Stunning fish. Beautiful.
Well, cupcakes, I went in to net up the Shiiiiit that is going to my mum's when the new pond is built and running. But at the same time, I managed to catch the chocolate jag. Absolutely stunning fish. Look at the skin on that, Dave.
Yeah. That's beautiful, isn't it?
When it gets bigger,
That's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. Once that gets bigger, that's going to be the real imposing presence in any pond.
I'll tell you what.
Because that one's actually going to be going up for sale.
That could be. I don't know.
And it's female.
Yeah.
I've already checked.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. It took us.
I was going to say.
It took me, Jordan, and who else was here? Over 3/4 of an hour just to catch it.
Yeah. I was just going by the shape of the pecs.
She just disappears. In soon as she goes close to the wall, and she just disappears. But no, she's definitely female.
Yeah, little round one. No, she did have a Y shape, didn't she?
Yeah. But yeah, skin on that.
That is stunning, that fish.
That is Cuttlebrook Koikarma at its finest. I love Cuttlebrook chagois. Look at that.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Mark is just a genius for chagois.
Right.
But this is the one I wanted to look at. Hello, Cupcake. You're never going to fucking believe this, Dave.
Female.
I think so. Because as well as the skin, as smooth as a baby's ass. But she's got ginrin in the zipper.
Yeah. Shown off by that sun beautifully there.
For me,
look at that.
What it needed was for this orange to break
Yeah.
around the lateral line and have a sharper edge to it. So then you've almost got it on this side underneath the zipper. You've almost got that white definition in between.
Yeah. But look at the gingerin on that. That sun shows that up beautifully.
I have actually got a Deutsch Platinum Ogon in the going on tank with big armoured scales, and every single scale is gingerin. Yeah, I got a big feeling that one will be staying at Twisted Towers for a little while. But yeah, this one's going over to me, Marge, and it looks like it's pissing female. So yeah, in one sense I'm happy, and in the other sense I'm a bit because I wanted at least one other male in there, so I didn't have to just rely on the two that I've got for what I want to do. But I'm happy as well, because looks like I was right, and I've got an 80% ratio of females in my pond.
Yep.
Hey, well happy. So yeah, we're inside at the moment, Cupcakes, just putting the homemade Easy Pod through its daily clean. Just imagine if I left that for 4 to 6 weeks, thinking that all that crap is good biological. I'd lose all my fucking fish to a bacterial infection. I mean, Jesus, come on, people. Even if something homemade can stop that amount of shit, he needs to stop talking shit. What do you reckon to that, Dave?
Oh, wow. What you said then is absolutely right. You couldn't leave that, could you?
No. No.
It's a recipe for disaster.
One, I wouldn't physically be able to look at it build up on there.
No.
And two, I know that all that shit needs to come out of the pond.
Because all that bad bacteria is getting recycled and recycled and recycled.
Yeah.
It's only going to build up in the pond in the end.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you're going to end up with serious problems.
And that's another reason why the plants that I do have in my ponds are all at waterline level.
Yeah. Yeah. Take notice from this man, he knows what he's talking about.
Waterline level, and they get potted in the pots or the hanging basket, whatever I use, gets potted up with gravel. Go to your nearest garden centre and get a bag of horticultural gravel. It'll cost you about £4 something, and then plant your plants in your hanger. And as you can see over there, the lip of the hanger is literally about 3 or 4 mil below the waterline. In doing that, it stops the fish from sucking up at the gravel and then spitting your gravel everywhere. Because it's not the gravel they're after. It's all this shit that collects in between, and the microorganisms like your bloodworm and stuff like that they're trying to get at. But plants do work in ponds. I'm a great advocate for it, but in the right way. I am going to be in the next few days making a new lily hanger, so I'll show you on camera how that happens. And like you see, you might be able to see the 2 prongs there, but if I zoom you in, you can see my lily pads are starting to come out because I've got an envelope at the top. What these gutsy buggers are after is the brand new shoots of the lily and its roots. So if you can enclose your lily ball in something that they can't get into but the plant can get out, one, you'll get more response out of the plant, and two, it will look 1,000 times better because the base of your floor won't be covered in fucking stones and shingle and stuff, which could cause damages to them if they were to flick up against it. And yes, I know we run a bottom drain and they could bounce up against there, but even though it's there, it is not sharp, whereas some of these stones and stuff that comes out of these planters will tear a gash or a few scales off, at least if it gets flicked up against. See, now that's what gets me. That and the fucking hit survey.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Hormones?
I honestly don't know. Honestly don't know. And I know for a fact that the Kitsuri is female, the Shiiiiit is female. I haven't tried the Akamatsuba, I haven't tried the Kimatsuba. But I'm going to give them a little bit of break and let the filters catch up with the shit that's been lifted up. But yeah. But yeah, the Tancho came from World of Water. Dad bought that.
Did he?
Yeah. It was in its pond for a while. That's why I think it stunted slightly. Because it was kept there too long. Because he's a stubborn fucker. But yeah. That come from World of Water. The Akamatsuba came from World of Water last year.
Yeah.
My Geordie bought that. And so there's quite a few. Like I said, the Asagi. That came from World of Water, and that's absolutely fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Not as pretty as my Kitsuri, mind, but it's fucking beautiful, mind you. What's this? Look, they're doing the locomotion.
Yeah.
Come on, do the locomotion. Everybody doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Fucking entertainment as well.
Do it.
Yeah, hey.
Do it.
Oh yes. See, most of you out there don't know, but this old fossil here used to be in a band.
Yes, many moons ago.
And they had a couple of albums.
Yep.
I've got one of them. Not listened to it yet, because I'm going to have to dig out the CD player.
Interesting point there. We were signed to EMI Music back in the day, thanks to
My legs are going.
a
Shut up, you retard!
a gentleman called
Someone at the door. 2 seconds. Yeah, it wasn't no parcels, it's only fucking John. So anyway, Dave, as you were saying.
Yeah, back in the day we were signed to EMI Music courtesy of a guy that was managing us at the time called John Glover, whose wife and her sister sang with the James Last Orchestra and also appeared on 1 or 2 of our recordings. But consequently, we found out the other week that Sony Music bought out our back catalogue from EMI Records, so we're still signed to Sony Records.
Oh, fucking awesome.
And there's 3 of us in the band that were on the contract.
So you should be getting royalties
I
then.
hope so, yeah.
Should be getting some fucking readies then, mush.
Be
See?
nice.
Not only is he a koi keeper and a koi tuber, he's a fucking rock star as well. Ancient cunt. Right, we're just gonna have a chat with John now.
In April and come up and have a visit.
Yeah.
If you do that, they give you Amanda is just for you. Then.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
doesn't deal with anybody
Oh mate,
else.
mate, she is amazing.
Yeah.
She is amazing.
But just puts you in there, you know, and it's your time. Ask what you like, and she knows.
Yeah.
She knows her stuff.
Because I want to, obviously we're going up for the growing show,
Yeah.
but I'm going to have a word with him then, have a word with Adam then.
I would recommend going up before the growing show.
Yeah?
Book an appointment and go up before the growing show.
Yeah.
That way you've got more
June the 19th.
you got more chance of getting a better
Look,
time, is it, with them.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah, 'cause
when
you
you
get
book a
your time.
separate appointment, you get their attention
Yeah,
for the whole time you're there. From the moment you arrive to the moment you leave, they give you their full attention, and she will answer any questions. She'll take you around the farm, she'll show you this, she'll show you that, you know. And I honestly can't say a bad word about either of them or the farm or the quality of the fish, which is why I personally will always champion buy a koi farm.
yeah. I'm pretty much the same because, I mean, I've watched a lot of the videos and the things that Andy Daly's done up there when they've been selecting the fish for
Yeah.
growing shows and all that. And the guy's just such a nice person. I really have got a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
time for it. And
Yeah.
he doesn't tend to talk down to people,
No.
does he?
No.
Which is, again, what you like.
Got a lot of respect in the community, in the
Oh, yeah.
community in koi world,
Well,
to what
there's-
you know,
there's a-
and the fact that a koi breeder actually came to what is intentionally really, even though I've helped him out and stuff at the event. In effect, I'm just a customer. To come to a customer's house, just that on itself blew my mind. But for them to get the reaction from him of the fish that I'd grown,
that's unbelievable.
That it just blew my mind, you know.
Yeah.
There's
not enough of that goes on these days out there in the marketplace.
No.
And there are some that will just be in it for the cash. Adam's clearly not. He's in it for the customer.
Both him and Amanda, they ooze passion. Whenever you talk to them about the farm or the koi, they ooze passion. And well, like I say, I've made it plainly and I've made it known that I can't say a bad word about them because I think they're brilliant.
And of course, it's not too far from us either, is it?
Well,
really?
for me, it's about an hour and 10 minutes, which is nothing. It's
probably
nothing
about
really.
the same for me.
And to get quality fish as well, you know, you can't beat it. That's why there's a lot of Adam Buyer fish in my pond. So yeah, another bit of chit chat. I'm sure the term for that is called lunking, where they come up and they gulp it.
It's probably just getting air, isn't it?
Yeah. I've seen quite a few of them do it, but it's not a regular occurrence. You know, it happens once in a blue moon.
You get that, don't you, as well, when you bring a fish back in a bag, and when you've acclimatised it and put it in the pond, it will generally go and take a few gulps.
I'm just so happy that it's perked up. It is doing so well now. Touch wood.
Size of her as well, like.
Yeah, she's doing a lot better. Oh yes.
Beautiful fish, yeah. It's like I said to Vince earlier on, there's not one fish in any of these ponds and tanks I wouldn't be proud to own in my pond. What have you got there? Oh, a bit of
What you spotted?
a bit of oil.
Sure, it's not a bit of mealworm.
Could have been.
Yeah, like tiny fragment of mealworm. Yeah, I'll go and drop the skimmer easy pod, homemade easy pod.
See you later. Nice to meet you again.
And you, mate. Yeah, you
Ben,
take care.
see you
John,
later, buddy.
I'll catch
Take
you
it
later
easy.
on, right?
Anything we can do out in the future.
Yeah, get the fucking spade in the ground, you want to.
I know, right?
Lazy shit. Oh, fuck me knee.
I better make a trap. It's 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Should be thinking,
5-6 hours goes pretty darn quick, doesn't it, mate?
I know.
It does when you're waffling.
Should we say, where the hell have you been?
Sat you in the fat with the twisted one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Brilliant, Dave.
So yeah. From Dave, Koikarma. From me, the twisted one. We'll catch you on the next one.
And we'll catch you later.
That's all, cupcakes.